The if formula is a powerful tool in Excel. This is the basic text input for an if function in Excel. An equal sign, the word if, then an open parentheses. Next is a logical test, in this case, if the value in cell C2 equals 5, then a comma, then a value if true, then another comma, then a value if false, followed by a closed parentheses. We're going to go through 4 different basic examples of how to use the if function. Here's a table I made up for 5 different employees: hours worked, days worked, and number of sales. In column E, we're going to create an if function based on if the employee worked exactly 5 days. To do this, we left-click on the first answer cell, cell E2, so it is highlighted. Next, we type in an equal sign, then we type in the letters IF, and a drop-down box will appear with some options. We're going to left double-click on the top option, if. Now, in our answer cell, we have the word if, then an open parentheses. This is asking us to put some information in here. We're going to type in the formula, then I'll explain its parts in detail. First, we have to input the logical test, which is did the employee work 5 days? And that data is located in column C. So we're going to left click on cell C2. Next, we type in an equal sign, then we type in a 5. From here, we type in a comma, then we type in quotation marks. Then we type in the word yes, followed by quotation marks. Next, we type in a comma, then we type in quotation marks, then we type in the word no, followed by quotation marks. And to finish off, we type in a closed parentheses. So in the parentheses, there are 3 parts. We have the logical test of did the employee work 5 days. Then we have the output we want if the test is true. Then we have the output if the test is false. From here, we hit the enter key and we have our output of yes, because employee 1 did work 5 days. Now I'm going to left click on cell E2, go down to the bottom right hand corner, and left click and drag down, then release the click and hold, and the other cells in the column have been filled in. And one note, when you're dealing with text in an if function, it must be surrounded by quotation marks. Numbers, however, do not need quotation marks. As another quick example of this, in cell F2, I've inputted another if function, this time based on the value in column E. The test is, if the value in cell E2 equals yes, if this is true, then output a 1. If this is false, then output a 2. As you see, the text yes is surrounded by quotation marks, and I put a small y on the word yes, as the if function is not case sensitive. I hit the enter key, and 1 has been outputted. Again, I'm going to left click and drag to fill in the column, and you can see the outputs. Next, we're going to quickly go over inequality symbols. For greater than or equal to, in the test section, you type in a greater than symbol, followed by an equal sign. Here's an example in column G, cell G2. I've typed in the complete formula, and this test is did the employee have 10 sales or more, which is in column D. So, is the value in cell D2 greater than or equal to 10? If true, I'll put yes. If false, I'll put no. I hit the enter key, and no is inputted in cell G2, as employee 1 had only 9 sales. For less than or equal to, in the test section, you type in a less than symbol, followed by an equal sign. Here's an example in column H, cell H2, and I've typed in the complete formula. The test is, did the employee work 20 hours or less, which is in column B. So, is the value in cell B2 less than or equal to 20? If true, I'll put 1, and if false, I'll put 2. I hit the enter key, and 2 is outputted in cell H2, as employee 1 worked 36 hours, which is not 20 hours or less. Now one last example. In cell I2, the test has a formula. If the employee has a sale, for every 3 hours of work, they get a $100 bonus. So is cell B2 divided by cell D2 greater than or equal to 3? I hit the enter key, and you see that employee 1 has earned the bonus. I'm going to click and drag down, and we can see that this is the only employee to hit the bonus. One very last note, if you leave a true or false statement blank, as you see in this function, it will automatically output 0. And if you want a blank cell as an output, type in double quotation marks, as you see here in this example. Alright my friends, hopefully you got something out of this video. I do have more videos right there for you. Till next time, I am out of here.